दोस्तों, क्या दिन है आज? वेंसडे आज? हाँ, वेंसडे आज, स्मैक इन द मिडल ऑफ द वीक। वी आर टॉकिंग वंस अगेन अबाउट इंडिया एंड ऑस्ट्रेलिया, क्योंकि आज राजकोट में तीसरा वनडे खेला जाएगा। ये आखिरी वनडे दोस्तों दोनों टीम्स के लिए, यानी कि इसके बाद जो 12 दिन के बाद चेन्नई में अक्टूबर 8 को ऑस्ट्रेलिया और इंडिया दोबारा मिलेंगे। दिस इज द लास्ट वनडे मैच दीज टू टीम्स विल प्ले बिफोर द स्टार्ट ऑफ द वनडे वर्ल्ड कप। बड़ी खबर यह है कि जहां 5-6 प्लेयर को इस मैच के लिए ब्रेक दिया गया था, वहीं विराट कोहली और रोहित शर्मा वापस आएंगे। सबसे दो अहम, सबसे इंपॉर्टेंट बैट्समैन इन इंडियाज होप्स फॉर द वर्ल्ड कप। अगर इंडिया को वर्ल्ड कप जीतना है तो रोहित शर्मा और विराट कोहली का चलना, और बाय चलना आई मीन 500 550 रन थ्रू आउट द वर्ल्ड कप, ये बहुत जरूरी है। शुभमन गिल, I did a video on Shubman Gill. I have high hopes from him. Of course, there's Shreyas Iyer coming back to scale Rao. There's Hardik Pandya. There's Surkumar Yadav. There's Ravindra Jadeja. India has batting depth. लेकिन दोस्तों मेरा मानना है कि अगर इंडियन टीम को वर्ल्ड कप जीतना है तो रोहित और विराट का चलना बहुत बहुत जरूरी है। तो इस लिहाज से been given rest for the first two matches in Mohali and Indore. Rohit and Virat are back today. I hope they play this match. I expect them to play this match because we all know how important it is for them, especially Virat Kohli getting some more game time. Because of late, Virat Kohli has either not been getting batting or barring that 100, he's just not been able to spend enough time at the crease. Khair, I have big hopes from Rohit Sharma and Virat Kohli at the World Cup. चलिए बात करते हैं राजकोट के। इट्स वन ऑफ द फ्लैटेस्ट विकेट्स दोस्तों इन इंडिया, बी इट फर्स्ट क्लास क्रिकेट, ये T20I क्रिकेट, बी इट लिस्ट ए क्रिकेट। यहाँ पे रन्स बनते हैं। गर्मी होगी, बहुत गर्मी होगी। और मुझे लगता नहीं है कि पिछले मैच में जो ऑस्ट्रेलिया के स्टैंड इन स्किपर स्टीव्स ने इतने गलती करी इंदौर में उस गर्मी में फील्डिंग लेने का निर्णय जो लिया, वो आज पैट कमिंस नहीं करेंगे। पैट कमिंस इज आल्सो बैक टुडे टू कैप्टन ऑस्ट्रेलिया। ही इज बीन आउट फॉर अ व्हाइल। मिचेल स्टार्क शायद नहीं खेलेंगे ये मैच, हालांकि वो टीम के साथ जुड़े तो हैं, but I don't think we'll see Mitchell Stark and Pat Cummins and Josh Hazelwood in the same match, क्योंकि जैसे मोहाली मैच में देखने को मिला, जैसे इंदौर मैच में देखने को मिला, ऑस्ट्रेलिया आर नॉट टेकिंग दिस सीरीज वेरी स्ट्रांगली। दैट्स व्हाई पैट कमिंस, मैं मानता हूं कि पैट कमिंस ने एक नजर डाली होगी इंदौर के पिच पर, जहां पे 400 रन तो बनते ही बनते, इतनी छोटी बाउंड्रीज है वहां पे। ही वुड सेड भैया ये मैच में मैं क्यों कसर डालूं। That was a very second string Australian team. I don't think Australia will field a strong team because we all know जिस प्रोफेशनलिज्म के साथ हर ऑस्ट्रेलियन टीम, चाहे महिला टीम्स हो या मेंस टीम्स हो, हाउ दे एंटर एनी काइंड ऑफ वर्ल्ड कप, एनी काइंड ऑफ चैंपियनशिप इज सेकंड टू नन। इनके मुकाबले में कोई नहीं है दोस्तों। ऑस्ट्रेलिया के मुकाबले में भले इनके फॉर्म खराब है, भले इनके प्लेयर्स का फॉर्म खराब हो, बट व्हेन दे कम इनटू एनी मेजर वर्ल्ड कप टूर्नामेंट, ऑस्ट्रेलियंस आर ऑलवेज टफ टू बीट। इसलिए मेरा ये मानना है कि अक्टूबर 8 चेन्नई में इनका पहला मुकाबला जो होगा भारतीय टीम के साथ, it'll be a much different, a much more professional Australian team. Let's take some comments. We have Rahul Deka from Guwahati saying, "Sir, I think Jadeja should promote in batting order." नहीं भैया, सुनिए, आप लोग जो कहते हो कि जडेजा को ऊपर करेंगे, आप बताइए, अगर आपको लगता है राहुल डेका कि यू वांट, मैं आपकी बात से सहमत हूं। जडेजा का फॉर्म बहुत ही गंभीर सिचुएशन है, दिक्कत दे रही है। और दोबारा ये बात को आपके सामने पेश करना चाहूंगा कि रविंद्र जडेजा ये वर्ल्ड कप फॉर्म पे नहीं खेल रहे हैं, वो स्टेटस, वो रेप्यूटेशन पे खेल रहे हैं, क्योंकि वो इतने बड़े प्लेयर रह चुके हैं इंडिया के लिए। लेकिन अगर आपको लगता है कि जडेजा को ऊपर करना चाहिए तो आप बताइए, क्या आप रोहित को हटाएंगे? नहीं। क्या आप शुभमन को हटाएंगे? नहीं। क्या आप विराट को हटाएंगे? नहीं। क्या आप श्रेयस अय्यर को हटाएंगे? नहीं। क्या आप राहुल को हटाएंगे? नहीं। क्या आप हार्दिक को हटाएंगे? नहीं। तो भैया किस लॉजिक से आप रविंद्र जडेजा को नंबर 7 से ऊपर करेंगे? 1 2 3 4 5 6 ये आपके लॉक्ड हैं। रेप्यूटेशन पर, स्टेटस पर, फॉर्म पर आपके टॉप 6 वो नहीं बदलने वाले हैं। रोहित शर्मा बने हैं ओपनर बन के, शुभमन गिल ओपनर हैं। इस साल ये सारे टीम्स के सबसे सफल बल्लेबाज ये हैं। विराट कोहली सिर्फ और सिर्फ 3 पे खेलेंगे। पिछले 2.5 साल में श्रेयस अय्यर से बेहतरीन नंबर 4 इंडिया के पास नहीं है, वो 4 पे खेलेंगे। पिछले 3 साल में नंबर 5 पे केएल राहुल से बेहतरीन बल्लेबाज नहीं है, वो सिर्फ और सिर्फ 5 पे खेलेंगे। पिछले 3 साल में नंबर 6 से बढ़िया हार्दिक पांड्या नहीं है। तो आप चाहते हो कि उन 6 को हटाकर आप एक आउट ऑफ फॉर्म जडेजा को और बैटिंग करें? नहीं भैया, ये तो बिल्कुल मेरे हिसाब से इम्पॉसिबल है। Ashutosh, do you think Mitch Marsh is open and Matthew Short in place of Maxwell if both Maxwell and Travis Head don't become fit? Yes, I said this on another live stream yesterday evening. Losing Travis Head is a massive blow because since he was recalled after 4 years, Last year in 2022, Travis Head has been their most successful opener. अब वो नहीं है. I would not want to see Matt Short because they came Matt Short like Darcy Short, like Chris Lynn. To my mind, Matthew Short is just another of those typical Big Bash League, BBL League products. वहां बहुत रन मारते हैं, बड़े छक्के चौके लगाते हैं, प्लेयर ऑफ द टूर्नामेंट बनते हैं. लेकिन जब वो इंडिया आते हैं, और हमने देखा मैथ्यू शॉर्ट couldn't do a thing this year when he played for Punjab Kings in the IPL. So to expect them to replace their best batsman or their best opener in Travis Head with a makeshift opener like Matthew Short, who does not have what it takes to score in India, I think that'll be a foolish move. Like I said yesterday, I would much rather have them bump up Mitchell Marsh to opener. He's opened before. In the month of March, he opened in those three ODIs. He got good runs. He's not in the best of form, but between opening with Matthew Short, I would not waste a World Cup spot on Matthew Short, Ashutosh. I would bump up Mitchell Marsh to opener, and I would bump up Steve Smith to three because Steve Smith, to my mind, in this form is a very problematic player. He's never been the best one-day player. He's been a very good all formats player, but it's in the one-day format right now. At this age, looking in his last World Cup, I would be very, very wary of batting him at number four because वो innings को तेजी से चला नहीं सकते. I would much rather, if there's no Travis Head, and let's face it, at least 1 month we won't see him, bump up Marsh to open, bump up Smith to three. I think that's his best role. And then you have someone like Labuschagne who can bat 3-4. I would rather have him at number four. So that's my choice. Regarding Maxwell, I think Maxwell will be fit. Maxwell is a. I don't think he's going to be a problem. Also, left field choice. A left field choice would be Cameron Green. Yes, Cameron Green. I would consider opening with him if they want someone for a few matches to go out there and tonk it because he's opened before. Sagar Patwal. Do you feel India's death bowling has been tested enough to be World Cup ready? No, frankly, because the Asia Cup did not provide India that many opportunities, Sagar. But then again, with Bumrah, with Siraj, with Shami being a standby player, but coming up and taking 5 wickets on Mohali, I think it's not as big a problem. Shardul will Thakur might be a problem at the death. Muhammad Shami will often be a problem at the death. But I think between Bumrah and Siraj, it's not as big a problem. But it's a genuine question you've asked, Sagar. Why are people obsessed over playing Sky than Shreyas? I don't know. I don't know. I've done many shows, so I don't get the obsession with Sky. And I'll say it again: Suryakumar Yadav's first World Cup match will be November 12th, when India have already qualified for the semi-finals, and November 12th it's their second last or last league match when they play Netherlands in Bangalore. That most likely will be Suryakumar Yadav's first World Cup match. It's very obvious to see because, like I said, when your top six comprises Rohit Sharma, Shubman Gill, Virat Kohli, Shreyas Iyer, KL Rahul, Hardik Pandya on a combination of past success, current form, and stats as well as reputation, there's no way Sky gets into it. And each of Sky's 28, 29 one-day matches have always come. And I'm not making this up. Please go to Cricinfo, go to CricBuzz, check out every single one of Suryakumar Yadav's 28 or 29 ODIs. Each one of them, every single one has come when a major player has not been around. That, to my mind, makes it very clear that Suryakumar Yadav, despite his outstanding success, despite his brilliant knocks in the last two matches, has never and probably will never be a first choice player. It's just unfortunate that India have batsmen who are more talented, who've been playing a lot more cricket than him, and also, let's face it, who have had settled roles. Unfortunately, a lot of Suryakumar Yadav's struggles have been become that because the team has never given him a set role. मैं हमेशा कहते आ रहा हूं जब से स्काई ने वनडे मैचेस खेलना शुरू किया, सूर्य कुमार यादव की जगह सिर्फ और सिर्फ नंबर 6 पे बनती है. और जो पिछले मैच का एग्जांपल था, जब बड़ा प्लेटफॉर्म मिल चुका था, जब दो बैट्समैन ने 100 मारा था, उनको जो आखिरी 8-10 ओवर मिले थे, that's why he's rated so highly, because no one can do what Sky does, that is get 72 or 40 or something odd balls. बट बात यह है कि वो तभी खेलते हैं जब टॉप 6 में से कोई नहीं हो. And हालांकि I don't agree with Jadeja batting at number 7 because look, this whole year he's not hit a single six. That shows that he's not striking well in one days. Jadeja's strike rate this year after about 15 odd one days is under 60. That's problematic. So I don't know why people are obsessed because again, it's unfair, right? Shreyas Iyer bats number 4. He's got very, very good stats at number 4. Sky is just starting to find his way after many, many chances, but he only bats at 6. So it's not even a fight for a spot between Shreyas and Sky. It's unfortunate that Sky, despite all this talent, does not get a place because India's 1-6 is set. So yes, Tame Impala. I don't know why people are obsessed with playing Sky over Shreyas. To my mind, there's no comparison because Shreyas is a qualified number 4 and Sky is a qualified number 6. But when Hardik Pandya, arguably one of the first names on the team sheet, there's no way that Sky gets a game. So that's what it is. सर ओनली टुडे मैच के लिए नहीं 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 राहुल देखो ये आपका आखिरी वनडे मैच है वर्ल्ड कप से पहले ये सबसे इंपॉर्टेंट मैच है टीम कॉम्बिनेशन जब वर्ल्ड कप में जडेजा 7 से ऊपर एक मैच में भी नहीं खेलेंगे तो क्यों आप अपने टीम को चेंज करके उनको वहां डालेंगे कोई फायदा नहीं है अगर वर्ल्ड कप के 5 मैच जडेजा 4 या 5 पे खेलते तो मैं कहता डालो लेकिन बट इट डजंट मेक सेंस शायद आप इस लिहाज से कह रहे हो कि आप चाहते हो कि जड्डू को थोड़ा फॉर्म थोड़ा कॉन्फिडेंस मिले लेकिन मुझे उन पे इतना भरोसा नहीं है कि आज के मैच में अगर उनको भेजा भी गया तो वो कुछ कर पाएंगे क्योंकि पूरे साल हम देख चुके हैं इनका वनडे बैटिंग बहुत खराब है आई वुड नॉट सेंड हिम उम्मीद करो कि उनकी बैटिंग ज्यादा नहीं आए वर्ल्ड कप में उम्मीद करो कि इंडियन टीम का जो टॉप 6 है एक बार फिर से मैं आपको गिनाता हूं दिस कुड बी द बेस्ट टॉप 6 in the World Cup because it's India, where India are next to unbeatable. Rohit, Shubman, Virat, Shreyas, KL Rahul, Hardik Pandya. That is a damn good top 6. So let's hope that these 6 players score most of the runs ताकि वो नौबत ना आए वर्ल्ड कप में 1-2 बार से ज्यादा कि जडेजा को नंबर 7 पे आके पारी संभालनी पड़ी स्वप्निल don't you think between Ashwin and UZ, Ashwin is a better choice in ODI given his batting? Absolutely. Chahal is not here because largely he doesn't bat and because Rohit Sharma either doesn't like him or doesn't understand him. I said back in January, 9 months before the World Cup, 10 months, कि चहल वर्ल्ड कप नहीं जाएंगे क्योंकि रोहित उनको पसंद नहीं करते but yes between the two I'll take Ashwin any day because he's a better fielder and a better batsman. Salah Kane, there was a nice thread on Jadeja's decline as batsman in the recent past. After his knee injury, there's been a visible change in the way he lines up the ball, shuffles. Correct. That is probably a very accurate thread that you're mentioning. He's had injury. It was a potentially career curtailing injury. He's come back very, very well. He's done very well in tests. He had a decent IPL, but as a T20I and a one-day player, his bowling and batting have not been the same. So look, but we all know he's 35. It's his last World Cup. He's been a fantastic cricketer. He's one of my favorite cricketers of this era. I think he's done outstanding service. Ha, form kharab hai, but given what he can do on any given day, Jadeja is playing this World Cup. But World Cup के बाद इनको बाहर करना पड़ेगा because चाहे इंडिया वर्ल्ड कप जीते या ना जीते आपको अगले 4 साल की प्लानिंग करनी पड़ेगी और 35 साल के जडेजा और 36 साल के रोहित वो आपके अगले 4 साल की प्लानिंग में नहीं होंगे तो दैट्स इट Team Impala saying I'm very happy with the team selection that Chahal has not been selected despite all the agenda of players and some journalists. Yeah, I mean, I'm not sure exactly what agenda you're alluding to, my friend, but it's very very obvious that Chahal was not going to play. He's not developed his batting like a Jasprit Bumrah has. And I think that's a factor. But somehow it's been very obvious कि जब से रोहित शर्मा कप्तान बने, he's not been able to either understand how best to use Chahal or he just doesn't like him because since Rohit has been captain, Kuldeep has gotten 5 times more matches. And I think I can count on one hand the amount of one-day matches Chahal's got in the last year and a half. So it's a strange one because I think Chahal does offer a lot of value still in the one-day team. But 10 months ago, when I realized कि भैया 2023 शुरू हो चुका है और चहल ने 2-3 मैच खेलना है इस साल तो वो वर्ल्ड कप नहीं जाएंगे सो आई एम नॉट सरप्राइज्ड SS98, the most consistent supplier of predicted 11s on this channel. He's saying Rohit, Ishan, Virat, Iyer, Rahul, Sky, Jadeja, Ashwin, Kuldeep, बुमराह सिराज चलिए रोहित तो खेलेंगे वापस आ चुके हैं शुभमन गिल नहीं है ऋतुराज गायकवाड़ नहीं तो ईशान किशन ओपनिंग करेंगे जरूर बिकॉज ही इज इंडियाज third opener. Virat is back at 3. Iyer's there. Rahul, Sky. Sky does play because there's no Hardik Pandya. Jadeja, Ashwin, Kuldeep, Bumrah, Siraj. Tricky one, my friend. Tricky one because this only leaves 2 pace bowlers on the Rajkot track, which, like I said, is a bowler's nightmare. You probably wanted just another option, but since you rested Shardul, since you rested Hardik Pandya, you really don't have any other option, do you? और आपका ये जो टीम है इसमें भैया दिक्कत ये है कि चलिए दिक्कत because the team has given no option. There's only five bowlers, and that's Jadeja, Ashwin. Yani कि Sky doesn't bowl, nobody else bowls. So you've got to get 50 overs out of Sky, Ashwin, Kuldeep, Bumrah, Siraj. Possible. What I'm most keen to see is will this be the first time that Bumrah goes the distance and bowls 10 overs? Overs. एक सेकंड बुमराह है आज के मैच में या बुमराह को भी रेस्ट दिया गया? एक सेकंड नहीं बुमराह है अक्षर गिल ठाकुर शामी हार्दिक हाँ वो लोग नहीं है तो इंडिया का टीम क्या होगा आज let's just look at the predicted 11. I had made some notes in my email. If I can just get that up one second. कहाँ गया वो कहाँ गया कहाँ गया कहाँ गया Yeah, I think you're right because there are, as per my calculation, looking at the squad, barring Mukesh Kumar, आपके पास कोई और bowler नहीं है और वो मुकेश कुमार तो नहीं खेलेंगे. Yep, that looks like the ideal 11 given the circumstances, right? Rahul Ganesha looks like India, England, South Africa, Australia will be top four. Yes, Pakistan is not reaching the top four because the way their fortunes changed during the World Cup. I think they're now better at number six. I still don't rank South Africa. My top four, and I'm going to be putting out a video later today on this, is India, Australia, England, and New Zealand. Why I say New Zealand is Sri Lanka, or anyways, have a very poor record in India. So they have no chance. And now they're without Hasaranga. Without Hasaranga, they don't stand the Ice Cube's chance in hell of competing. They're gone. Pakistan have lost their mojo. Pakistan have lost Naseem Shah. Haris Rauf is not fully fit. They're at the window. Up South Africa look like a very strong team, but because they're utter jokers in World Cups, I just, in all seriousness, and I'm being very serious. मैं कभी इनको seriously ले नहीं सकता मैं. 99 में पहली बार मैंने कहा था कि भाई इस टीम से वर्ल्ड कप ना हो पाएगा क्योंकि 99 में मैं जब 18 साल का था तो मैं वर्ल्ड कप सेमीफाइनल देखने गया था एजबास्टन बर्मिंघम दैट एपिक मैच एंडेड इन अ टाई व्हेन लांस क्लूजनर एंड एलन डोनाल्ड फेल्ड टू गेट रन्स इन दैट फाइनल ओवर मैंने तब कहा था अपने आप से मैंने कहा भाई इस टीम से ना हो पाएगा और देखिए 23-24 साल के बाद वो टीम आज तक हर बार रायता फैला के आई वर्ल्ड कप में so I don't rank them so by process of elimination यानी कि by discounting Sri Lanka's terrible record in India and because they have no Hasaranga no Chamira and because they're a very poor one-day team, by discarding Pakistan on the basis of being a rather poor team now, and because I don't rate South Africa, I have no option but to put New Zealand as my top four. I'll tell you why in the video I'm going to upload later today. So, what do you think? Deepak Chahar would have been no Deepak. I have no time for Deepak Chahar because he, like Sundar, cannot stay fit for more than 3 matches. So no chance. Australia and Pakistan will be the underdogs. Australia are my favorites. So I don't know how you call them underdog, but again, आपकी राय है. Pakistan, yes, Pakistan are underdogs, but I just don't think they have it in them to cope with the pressure. Why won't Gill? Gill's been rested. 5 players have been given rest. Gill left the squad 2 days ago. Hi, Jimmy. It's Jamie. Thank you, not Jimmy. What do you think about Ishan, Shreyas, and Sky? Do you think Ishan will help batting because he's lefty, but Sky is in super form? You're talking about Aaj ka match, Vineet, or for the World Cup? Because India have given 5 players rest, they have no option but to open with Ishan Kishan, but to bat Shreyas Iyer at 4 and to bat Sky at 6. But in the World Cup, Ishan Kishan and Sky are probably not going to play more than one match because, like I said a few minutes ago to a similar question, India's top 7 is locked, you know. So Suryakumar Yadav's first match of the World Cup most likely will be India's last league match on the 12th of November in Bangalore once they've already qualified for the semifinals and they rest some players and against Netherlands in Bangalore on November 12th that will probably be the first match for Suryakumar Yadav and probably Ishan Kishan. So and Sky's form is only in the last 2 matches. Before this 2 match in the Asia Cup, he had no form. Incredible 2 innings in a row, but unfortunately, it's not enough to get him into India's starting 11. He will be running drinks for the whole World Cup. Okay, Ankur, why are Australia taking the season extended version of World Cup matches? Because they don't want to look. Mitchell Stark, Pat Cummins, Glenn Maxwell, they're coming off long injuries, massive blow. They've lost Travis Head. They're playing it very smart. They don't want to take it seriously because they have player injuries and player form concerns. They had no option but to treat these 3 matches like an extended net series. And mark my words, 12 days from now, October 8th, India ke samne, Australia will field a very different, potentially World Cup winning 11. Sagar, unrelated. Commendable how you remember the month when you mentioned things first. Well, it's not always easy, but I try. Gaurav Saha, where do you see the balance in terms of our team, considering that people are coming out of injury and we're still experiencing? Um, Look, I think it's very commendable. Okay, given a team that looked so shambolic a month ago, kept it together to win the Asia Cup, managed to be 2-0 up against Australia. मेरे मेरी राय में अब the small pieces of the proverbial jigsaw puzzle are all falling into place. It was very, very important. Like I said before this series started, the main point from an Indian perspective from these three ODIs against a second string Australia would be to get your backup bench, your bench strength in some form, which is why Mohammad Shami coming off the bench after a couple matches, taking 5 wickets, that's very, very good. सबसे बड़ी बात, we all know, at least I don't know how many of you know, that Surya Kumar Yadav will not play more than 1 or 2 matches in the World Cup. But whenever the 1 or 2 chances come, you needed Surya Kumar Yadav feeling confident. So these 3 matches, he had to play these matches because let's face it, before that first match in Mohali, Surya Kumar Yadav in 26 ODIs had not even given one innings worth remembering. But in getting two 50s, especially look at how diverse those 50s were. The first 50 came when India were not in trouble, but they lost wickets. A partnership was required. And that day, batting with KL Rahul, Suryakumar Yadav showed how he can, on certain days, build an innings by his own high standards. और दूसरी पारी में जब प्लेटफॉर्म दिया गया था उनको तो he was able to come out and smash the ball at a strike rate of 200 and something, right? So I think the experimenting with Sky, and by experimenting, I mean Rohit Sharma, Rahul Dravid not understanding that Sky's best place is at number 6 on days when he only has 10, 12 overs to bat. By sending him at 3, 4, 5, they wasted him and they hurt his confidence. But now with 2 matches, good innings, what Suryakumar Yadav has told the Indian team is कि आप मुझे जब भी याद करोगे वर्ल्ड कप में मैं आपके लिए runs दूंगा. But let's face it, he's not playing more than 1 or 2 matches in the World Cup. If Sky is playing more matches in the World Cup, it's because someone has gotten injured, and that's not good. Australia, like those students who do not perform in unit tests and prelims with board stop करते हैं भाई इनकी जैसे प्रोफेशनल क्रिकेट सिस्टम पूरे विश्व में नहीं है भाई इंडिया ऑस्ट्रेलिया फाइनल 19 November. Yep, that's what I've said too. Do you think it's possible to win against England if Indian batsmen don't go all out and play like how Gill played? Look, India's match against England is in late October in Lucknow, जहाँ पे ड्यू होगा. वहां पे more than the talent. Look, the last time England came here, India hammered them and said, "भैया निकलो यहाँ से," right? Um, England's biggest strength is कि इनकी batting 1 से लेकर 11 तक है. But that match depends on what kind of pitch the Lucknow curator gives and what kind of 11 India play. If India is saying कि यार इंग्लैंड के सामने स्पिन बॉलिंग के वीकनेस है, अगर इंडिया उस लखनऊ वाले पिच पर 3 स्पिनर्स खिलाने की गलती करती है तब वो मैच वो हारेंगे. इंडिया ऑन फॉर्म ऑन स्टेटस England had not won an ODI here for a long, long, long time. So I don't think, yes, England will be a challenge because they're an aggressive, big hitting side. They're defending champions. But I think India's bigger challenge than England are Australia, South Africa in Kolkata with that due factor and their pace attack, and New Zealand on October 16th in Dharamshala. Would the bowling lineup of today be the same as the first match in the World Cup? No, not at all. 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 It'll be very different. You'll see Shardul Thakur start that match. Gill 2023 reminded me of Rohit and Dhawan 2013 season. Yep, that's a good one. Surya Vikram Singh, thank you for your super chat, my friend. Shukriya. Has India peaked or still peaking? I don't think it's about peaking because given how poor this team has been in the last couple of months, struggling in the West Indies, so many players injured, so many players absent. I wouldn't say it's peaking, but like I said, the pieces of the puzzle are coming together at the right time. इंग्लैंड बॉलिंग प्रॉब्लम है. देखिए इंग्लैंड का बॉलिंग प्रॉब्लम ये है कि अगर मार्क वुड फिट नहीं है इनके पास वो तेज गेंदबाज नहीं है, राइट? लेकिन लखनऊ के पिच पर अगर हल्की फुल्की सी, अगर मुझे लगता नहीं है कि ये होगा, लेकिन अगर वहां पे टर्निंग ट्रैक होना, मोइन अली, राशिद खान और लियम लिविंगस्टन इस इंडियन टीम की हालत खराब कर सकते हैं. लेकिन क्योंकि मुझे लगता नहीं है कि वहां पे इतना बड़ा रैंक टर्नर होगा, आई थिंक इंग्लैंड फिर भी ठीक ठाक, मतलब इंग्लैंड शुड मेक द सेमीफाइनल इजीली. Media criticizes Barbara playing personal favors by not picking Imad Wasim. Where is Imad Wasim? I've not seen him for years. but in same breath gives pass when Rohit does. Yeah, I'm not going to get into comparing Pakistan media and the Indian media. If numbers don't lie, where is Samson? I agree with you. I'm on the same page. As usual, New Zealand players are peaking at the right time. I hope because I like that team. As a neutral team, they're my favorite. Domaru, hi Jamie. Apart from home conditions advantage, what's that one factor that Team India has and other teams lack, which makes them the favorite to win the World Cup? Um, I'm going to say two: Shubman Gill and Kuldeep Yadav. Batting friendly wicket includes Surya with Rahul at four. In others, Shreyas. यार मैं आपकी बात समझता हूँ कि आप ये सवाल कहाँ से पूछ रहे हो श्रेयस अय्यर इज द बेस्ट स्पिन player, but the fact that he's given you such outstanding stats in the last 2 years, Shreyas Iyer is not being dropped. Unfortunately, Suryakumar Yadav, despite two outstanding innings, is still never going to be a first choice player. So, batting friendly wicket, I still you look you if you're not backing Rohit, Shubman, Kohli, Shreyas, Rahul, and Pandya as your top six, फिर तो World Cup भूल जाओ, Doctor साहब. Previous World Cup stars still go fresh. I want India to get someone like how they got Kenya in '03. Well, that was because of a few boycotts too. So I wouldn't want to see it go that. अगर आप सेमीफाइनल तक पहुंचते हो आपको कायदे से पहुंचना चाहिए by winning every single match. Gus Atkinson bowled and high is 1-4. I've not seen this guy. It's good, but again, I think between him and Mark Wood, they would prefer Mark Wood. Look at what he did in Lucknow earlier this year. He got 5 wickets there. ऑस्ट्रेलिया स्क्वाड के ग्लेन मैक्सवेल सबसे बड़ा मैच विनर है हाँ अपूर्वो लेकिन वो काफी समय से बाहर हैं तो लेट्स सी शार्दुल और शमी इन प्लेइंग 11 as a bowler man to man of course Shami but it's not going to happen because India by their own misfortune need to play an all rounder so I will like I'll say I said before Shardul will play many more matches than Shami. चलिए लास्ट क्वेश्चन पांड्या एंड ठाकुर कॉम्प्लीमेंट ईच अदर Ashwin was below average in last World Cup and 2021 Thakur's taken more wickets. Bilkul, Shardul Thakur is your second highest wicket taker in the last 3 years. So pacer, so he has to play. I know his form is really bad right now, but he's a wicket taker. And because India cannot play four specialist bowlers, that means your batting ends at number 7. Shardul will have to play. Which team will be the threat to India, Australia? Do you think Shardul is the weakest link? I do, along with Jadeja, but because there's no other options, India will have to play both them the most. Bhuvi, no. Bhuvi, long run. The team moved on from Bhuvi in ODIs a long time ago. चलिए मुझे यहाँ पे विराम लगाना पड़ेगा अब come back and see me at 12:30 on Raposo where I do my 15-minute live cricket podcast and then you can see me at 12:45 once that show ends you can come and catch me on Cricket Next where I'll be previewing today's match for that news channel. Thank you for all your comments, your support. Hit that like button before going and stick around. I hope you hit the notification button because later today I'll be putting out my top four. I think I've already named my top four. लेकिन क्यों मैं इन 4 टीम्स पे दाव लगा रहा हूं आप ये वीडियो देख सकते हैं थोड़ी कुछ घंटों के बाद मैच के बीच लव यू ऑल टेक केयर जय हिंद